Hello ladies and gentlemen, Bowmaster619 here. Kind of a cloudy day in colorful Colorado, but as I've stated before, I honestly prefer the cloud cover. But again, that's just me. So today, I'm actually going to be doing a little bit of throwing with my Atlatls. Well, with my Atlatl and darts. This actually was brought up in a live stream recently for Daddy-Daughter Broadcasting, because I happened to be throwing these while I was listening to one of his live streams, and he wasn't entirely sure what an Atlatl is. He had a general idea once I explained it, and he's like, oh, okay. I figured, you know what, I haven't actually had a video of me doing this yet, so I want to go ahead and have a really quick live stream of me throwing these. And also to let you guys know that at 7 o'clock tonight Mountain Time, I will be streaming the second official story time. So, for those of you that don't know, the Atlatl is a very ancient tool. It actually predates the bow in most areas. And essentially what it does is it increases the amount of force you can apply onto an item such as this, which is pretty much an oversized arrow. This one in particular is a takedown model. Makes it much easier to carry around and store. But this makes it to where your throwing power is increased several fold, giving this a lot more penetration and killing capacity than just freehand. For example, just freehanded, as you can see, it doesn't have nearly as much power. I mean, at a shorter distance, sure. Maybe it wouldn't be too bad to do just by freehand. With the Atlatl, you're going to get a heck of a lot more power. And I am not an expert at this, I just want to say that now, so don't be surprised at all if I wind up missing the target. As I say that, I actually hit the target. Nice. This is my second one, and this one actually performs very different from the one that I just threw, because the cup here is actually much deeper than my homemade one. This one I actually bought off of Three Rivers Archery in a kit, which came with the shaft itself, the fletching, and the tip. Ah, Daddy-Daughter Broadcasting, nice to see you here. I hope to see you guys later tonight during story time as well. So this is the Atlatl and dart that I was talking about during your last video. Tell Esanam I say hi as well, and big hug from Bowmaster. Now, the interesting part with this one is that it actually oscillates much more in flight due to the deeper cup. So I actually had to adjust my throwing style a little bit for it. Surprisingly enough, my accuracy is not too bad today. But like the bow, the Atlatl was used for a great many different things back in its heyday. So it can be used for a great many things. You can use it for small game hunting, you can use it for big game, you can use it for fishing. You know, there's numerous different applications for it, and a lot of people just think that, you know, ancient man just gathered up in hordes, so to speak, to throw a whole bunch of these at megafauna to eventually take them down. But in reality, you can have pinpoint accuracy with the Atlatl if you put in enough practice. And I threw too low. I hope that wasn't blocking the shot. No pun intended. Okay, well I can see that you can't see me in the camera. That's good. Both of those shots were a little bit low. Hey. Well, I see that we got 3 people in here. Nice to see you, whoever else is in here besides Philip. So this is my homemade Atlatl. I believe this is cottonwood, but I'm not sure. The spur here is actually made out of a piece of English elm that we have in the backyard here, and some hot melt glue. Hello, Aaron. Nice to see you here. And I apologize if I get too loud every time I get closer to the camera. I noticed that in one of my last recordings, that whenever I got closer, my voice stayed the same volume, and it kind of blew out the spectrum a little bit. So I do apologize if I'm a little too loud being this close. But as you can see here, originally, I tried to have the spur actually carved into the Atlatl itself. It worked, but not very well. Won't be able to comment much right now, making dinner for the star of my channel. Hey, I fully understand. You guys have a great dinner. I just finished having lunch myself. I had sushi today. Now this particular Atlatl here, this one is all homemade. And this was actually from a design on Backyard Bowyer's channel. If you have not seen his channel, please be sure to check him out. He makes all kinds of different things, but initially his channel started by making what he called the impossible bow, which is where he was actually making bows out of PVC pipe, which this of course has on it because it's a takedown. And the best part about a takedown like this is they both fit into the same package. I'll be watching through. What time is story time? Oh, hi Alex. Nice to see you here. I was actually up in Longmont earlier today, and it'll be at 7 o'clock Mountain Time, which by your time, Philip, I believe would be 9 o'clock? I'm trying to do it a little bit earlier to make sure that I can try and make it to where everyone can join in if they want to. So currently I'm in the works of trying to save up. I thought so when you said sushi. I'm currently trying to save up so I can actually buy an Atlatl from Carbon Express, I believe, is the manufacturer that's making one currently. It's made out of an injected molded polypropylene. That's a mouthful to say. And it comes with a 3-piece takedown carbon fiber shaft. No matter what, we'll catch it live or on the rerun. Sounds good to me. But that's what's available is, for that one at least, it's made out of plastic. It comes with a carbon fiber shaft, and you can also buy the shafts on their own, or you can buy more wooden ones, like the one I've got over here that I showed a moment ago with the gray fletching. And I'll show again after I throw this one. On Three Rivers Archery, as well as Thunderbird Atlatl. No comment. Carbon fiber shaft, a lady's best friend. I don't know if I'd necessarily say that. Though, there is one thing that I think you might find amusing about that. With carbon fiber, it's either straight or it's broken. Which is actually very true. I've shot carbon fiber for many years in archery, so I can attest to that. Whereas with aluminum, it can bend, and you have to bend it back into shape to have it straight to shoot. And with wood, such as this, you have to actually heat it up in order to bend it to get it straight as well. This one took me quite a while to straighten out once it arrived, and it's still a little bit crooked here and there, but as far as throwing goes, works pretty good. I can't believe how good my accuracy is this time around. Normally I'd be missing that target left and right. Now for the fun of it, let's go ahead and move the target back a little bit. Oh, it's a picture of a target, okay. Couldn't tell what the heck that was at first. Make sure I'm still in the frame here. Okay, I don't know where this accuracy is coming from, but this is awesome. I never hit the target that much. Torcida Split. Welcome to the live stream. Hey, glad to have anybody who's willing to come into my live streams. It's fun to get more people in here. Why am I waddling? I don't know. I didn't even realize I was waddling. One of the coolest things about Atlatls for me personally is watching the dart in flight. I'm not sure if the camera's actually picking it up or not, but in flight, these things flex a lot, which is part of what gives it its power. And this kind of, what's the phrase I'm looking for here? Over dramatizes what happens in archery, actually. Because how many of you have seen the movie Brave? Duck walk. For those of you that have seen the movie Brave, when she is in the archery competition and they do the slow motion shot where it actually shows the arrow bending around the bow and then straightening stuff out in flight, that is actually extremely accurate as to how arrows actually do behave when they are shot, from a traditional bow at least. Interestingly enough, when they are fired from a compound, they actually oscillate up and down instead of left to right. Oh, come on. Aha! There's my first miss. Another fun aspect for me personally when it comes to these things is doing long range throwing just so you can really see them in flight. It's actually a heck of a lot of fun to watch. So why don't we go ahead and back the camera up a little bit. Okay. Now, I suppose I could try and aim for the target, but I can almost guarantee I'm not going to hit it. So I think for this one, I'm just going to go ahead and do a couple of long range throws so you can see what these things look like in flight for that. Let's see. Yeah, we got a pretty good sized backyard here. That's why it's perfect for archery and such. So, actually move this over here so it's not in the way. All right, so here we go for a long range shot. I hope the camera can pick this up. Whew, a little farther, that would have gone over the fence. And here's the thing about this particular Atlatl dart. If you watch when I throw this one and I give it the full follow through, instead of just kind of stopping partway through like I have been, you'll see. Do you see how the back end kind of kicks down when I throw it? got lost a little bit because it is overcast. Okay, well, I'm glad you guys were able to see most of it. And here we go again, flying camera. Whee! Okay, there we go. And sorry for all the shakiness. Parks and Rec. Never actually seen Parks and Rec. Angle it a bit more to the south. That way. Okay, you can still see the target. I saw another one on here. Why? What's to the south? There's nothing to the south but a fence. One of these days when I get a little bit more time, I'm going to actually have a cameraman here with me. And I'll have him actually follow the dart as it goes through the air. So that way you can get a bit of a better idea of what these things actually look like. I mean, for the most part, I think you can see more or less how it looks. It's just being able to try and catch the full breadth of the shot. It's kind of no, so the target is in full view and we can see if you miss. If I was shooting my bow, I'd say fine, but with an Atlatl, no thanks. Oh no! My dart fell. You know what? I got an idea. This might be a bad idea, but I've seen this on so many different channels that I want to give it a try. And this might be really stupid, but we're going to do it anyway. Oh, wrong direction. Okay. Come on. I apologize for the shaky camera. Oh, come on, turn, you sorry thing. Okay, tell you what. I'm just going to go ahead and take the camera off real quick. Come on. Ow. Okay. Now this ought to prove quite interesting. And again, I'm sorry for the shakiness. But now you guys are directly over the target. So I'm basically going to be throwing at you guys and hope I don't hit the phone. Nope. Okay, how does that look? Man, I'm gonna need to get a new target. This thing is falling apart on me here. Oh, much better. There we go. Let's see. As your taste testing director, this is a bad idea. Now I know why you are the bowmaster. I thought it was going to hit the camera. Pull it back behind the target. Ah, it's so white I can't even tell what's going on here. Okay, there you go. All right, now we're going to see how it looks. Darn it. Now I'm back to throwing him too low. Ah, I hit the tripod. Oh no. Yes, that is a horse. Okay, now my accuracy is starting to suffer. Okay. And yes, that is a horse that is back behind me there. My son absolutely loves going up to see the horse whenever he's out here. All right, so there you go. That is a brief demonstration of the Atlatl dart set, the ones that I have made myself. That is me throwing a little bit at the target with you guys directly behind the target. So hopefully that was a lot of fun. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up for now because my phone is actually about to die. I'm going to have to put on the charger and let it charge for the next few hours to make sure it has enough juice for story time. So, let me go ahead and set this down. It was fun. You're quite welcome. I'm glad you were able to join in. So, until next time, this is Bowmaster619 out. As always, drive safe, stay safe, never stop learning, and I'll see you later tonight. Take care.